Hi everyone, I'm Julie G, and I'm so glad you decided to move and breathe with me on your mat today. Today we're all about a feel-good practice. So let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down as the sit bones stay grounded into the earth. Allow the spine to be tall and long, the crown of the head right over the heart. And eyelids just softly close over the eyes like curtains. And just start to come to the breath. Just notice it. Be an observer of your breath. Feel its depth and texture. Notice how it just naturally comes and goes. Take a moment to notice and check in with the physical body. Maybe send your breath into any tight, tense areas. And take the left hand onto the heart, right hand on top of the left in the compassion mudra. Come back to the natural breath as you bow your own head in toward your own heart. Dedicate an intention for your practice today. With the eyes closed, the head bowed, take the tops of the hands, place them on either knee with the palms facing up. And salute the essence of yoga within yourself. As you raise the head, open up the eyes, take the hands onto the knees, and just start to turn the head side to side. Keep the shoulders soft. Head comes back to center. And then up and down. So paint the nose tip up and paint it down. And take the head back up over the heart. Take the arms out in front of you. Palms face up. Fingertips reach up high. Bend the elbows. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the arms. You can look up. And then exhale, bend the elbows about shoulder height. You can look down. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, bend the elbows, look down. And then head comes back to center. Take those arms out to a T. As you take that right arm across the chest, take the left hand onto that wrist and take your gaze over your right shoulder. Gaze comes back to center. Now cross both arms out in front of you and then bend at the elbows. Hands come onto the shoulders. A little hug for yourself here. A little self-love hug. You could take the forearms to come up, maybe backs of the hands touch or palms touch. Imagine these little vines, little green vines wrapping around and intertwined. Another inhale. And exhale, take those arms out to a T. This time we're going to take that left arm across the chest here and then take that right hand onto that left wrist. Gaze goes over that left shoulder. Breathe. And the gaze comes back to center. Straighten both arms. Arms come out in front of you. Bend at the elbows. Little hug here. Once again, hands come onto shoulders. Option to take those forearms to come up. Backs of the hands get touched. Maybe hands, palms touch. Elbows come as high as those shoulders. Breathe. Inhale. Arms come out to a T. Exhale. And then draw hands in toward the heart. Float those arms up, inhale. As you exhale, just touch on this gentle twist over to the right, left hand on to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, come back up through center. Same thing, opposite side, little twist over to the left. Hands touch down. 2 more times each side. Inhale, torso, arms back to center. Exhale, right. Center on the inhale, left on the exhale. One more time each side, inhale. And over to the right, exhale, twist. Back through to center, inhale, twist, exhale. Back through to center, inhale. Arms come back out to that T. Relax those shoulders. We're going to take that right hand down to the ground, tick-tock the arms. So left arm shoots straight up. And we'll tick-tock the arms the other way. So arms come out to a T, left hand comes down, right arm up. Tick-tock, inhale. Hand plants down, arm extends. Back to that tick-tock, inhale. Plant the hand down, exhale. One more time each side. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, tick-tock. Inhale. And exhale. Arms come out to a T, inhale. And draw those hands right in toward the heart, exhale. Come down through to a tabletop pose. Move extra lovingly with extra care. Spread fingers wide, wrists underneath, shoulders. And then we'll take the knees as wide as the mat here. Allow the inner big toes to touch. Walk the hands and arms forward. And then sink the sit bones back. Settle them down on the feet. And let the forehead come down onto the ground. Child's pose, Balasana. Maybe start to walk those hands a little bit more forward, an inch or two. And take up space. And breathe. Next, inhale, come back through to a tabletop. Realign here, wrists underneath, shoulders, knees underneath, hips. Cat, cow, soften the belly button down as you inhale. And then coming up to your cat pose, exhale, gaze at the navel. Soften belly down, inhale, shine your heart like a light. And then cat pose, exhale. Soften belly down, inhale, look up. Cat pose here, exhale. And this time, we'll come back through to cow, soften belly button down, look up, inhale, smile your collarbone, tuck the toes under, and then as you exhale, keep the knees bent as you start to move into a bent knee down dog. Chest to thighs here, and then slowly start to straighten the legs. Maybe you walk the dog. You can take the right foot forward a couple inches and just play a little bit here. Straighten the right leg as you bend that left knee and just switch it up. Left knee straightens, right knee bends, and vice versa. And then walk the right foot next to the left foot and then take that left foot an inch or two ahead of where it already was. And just play and explore. Both legs straight here. Take that left foot next to that right foot. Come up onto the toe tips, inhale. Lower the heels, exhale. 2 more times. Toe tips, inhale. Lower heels, exhale. Toe tips, inhale. Lower heels, exhale. Inhale, soften the knees as you exhale. Look up toward the hands. And gently walk the feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Forward fold. Ragdoll here. You can soften the knees, grab opposite elbows, maybe a little sway side to side. Let the head and neck go. And gently release the hands down to the ground. Hands then come up onto those shins. Halfway lift. Inhale, long neck. The body's in this number 7 position. One more breath here as you smile that collarbone open. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend the knees, plant the hands on either side of the feet, and walk it back into your downward dog. From down dog, inhale through to a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. That spine undulates just like a wave here with the breath. Inhale. And then down dog, exhale. Again, inhale, plank. Down dog, exhale. From here, walk the feet a little closer in toward each other. Walk the hands closer in. And take the left hand to the outside of that lower right leg. Little down dog twist here for you. And then plant that left hand down. Right hand comes onto the outside of that lower left leg. Breathe. Down dog twist. Right hand comes down to the ground. Crawl the hands forward and then walk the legs behind you. 3 rounds of down dog to plank. Here we go. Inhale, plank. Down dog, exhale, we meet. Plank. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths in your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, look up toward the hands and gently walk the feet up to meet your hands in a forward fold. Let the head and neck go here. And start to walk your feet as wide as your yoga mat. And take the toes of your feet here to point towards the corners of your mat. Hands are going to come together. We're going to come down into Malasana, a squat pose. So draw your sit bones down toward the earth. Elbows will bend. Take the outsides of the elbows to the insides of the knees. Press the hands together. Maybe your heels are off the ground. Just know that Malasana, just like any pose, is part of the practice. And it's not about the pose. It's about how you feel, how your breath moves. Part of the yoga path, which I'm so glad that you're sharing with me, especially today. From your Malasana, allow the hands to come behind you, and then just gently take the sit bones down onto the ground. Slide the legs long. From here, bend the knees and just allow the belly and chest to rest on the thighs. Maybe with each breath, the legs get just a little bit straighter. And then release the hands to either sides of the legs. Slide the fingertips up, just like you have finger paint on them, toward the hips. Then we'll bend the knees. And then scooch the sit bones really to the center of the mat, if they are not there. And take the hands behind the thighs here. We'll gently roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Take your knees in with you. Give yourself a little hug here. Wrap arms around shins, maybe even grabbing opposite elbows. And come back to center. And keep the knees bent as you take the soles of the feet together. And keep the hands on the elbows as you take the arms above the head, but rest them on the ground, creating this little frame for your head. And Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. If you have any blocks or blankets that you'd like to place underneath the outsides of the knees or thighs, go for that. We'll stay here for a few breaths. And then eventually start to release the arms, take the hands to either sides of the knees, close the knees up like a book. And bring the knees in toward the chest, happy baby. Hands come to the outsides of the feet or ankles, and then take the soles of the feet up toward the sky. Knees are wide. You can rock side to side if that feels good. Come through to center. Draw the knees together once again and take the arms either out to a T or bend the elbows and just gently take the knees over to the right. Let the legs just rest on top of each other. Maybe gaze goes over that left shoulder. Right hand can come onto that left knee. And breathe. Head comes back to center. Right arm comes back to the ground as you peel the left knee up first, and then the right, recenter. Same thing, opposite side. We'll just gently roll the legs over to the left-hand side, curl them up as close as you can get them toward the left armpit, and then gaze can go over toward the right shoulder. Once again, breathe and notice. And then head comes back to center, right knee, left knee follows. Readjust here. And then take the heels, slide them down the mat, extend the arms up above the head here. Hands and arms over to the right hand side. Maybe cross the left foot or ankle over that right ankle, and then left hand could come onto right wrist, creating this smile shape position in the body. Your body is just smiling at you for spending time with it on these four corners of your mat. And then uncross the feet and the hands, walk everything back to center. Legs, arms, hands, feet come over toward that left side. Once again, right ankle could hook over the left, right hand could come onto left wrist. And breathe into this half moon smile position. Your own body is smiling at you. And release. We'll walk everything back to center. Interlace the fingers. Shoot the palms back behind you and flex those feet as you send a big breath from those hands, those palms, all the way through the soles of the feet, up and down the length of the body, the front, the back, the sides. And then release. Exhale into your Shavasana. Take the legs out a little wider and take up space here as you breathe into stillness. There's nothing left to do, nowhere left to be. And just start to notice the earth below you, the sky above you, the walls around you. Bring some sensation back into the fingers and the toes. Encircle the wrists, the ankles. Maybe turning the head side to side. Start to bend the knees. Feet plant into the earth. Take the hands onto the belly. Watch the belly expand on your inhale. And then belly button sinks in toward the spine on your exhale. Watch it again. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly, mindfully and lovingly move over onto one side. Use your arm as a pillow underneath your head. The hand plants down onto the earth. Slowly pushing down into the earth as you come up into a comfortable seat. Hands will meet together back into the compassion mudra. Left hand onto heart, right hand on top of the left hand. Bow your head in toward your own heart. Recall the intention you set. And then notice how you feel. I hope you feel great. I hope you're filled with joy, yogi. But really notice how you feel, especially when you walk off your mat today. On an inhale, slowly raise the head, open the eyes, and from my heart, yogi, to yours. Namaste.